Danny Danielson's life has been characterized by a series of wise decisions that led to an extremely successful career. While many people might be satisfied with that, his deep faith and a sense of giving back have inspired him to a lifetime of service and generosity. Born in Minnesota in 1919, Danny grew up in South Dakota as a gifted athlete. Offered an opportunity to play professional baseball after high school, Danny chose to take his mother's advice.
Son, you can't play baseball the rest of your life. And if you're good enough as a college player, they'll still want you to play in the major leagues. And if you aren't, just think of it. Now you've got a degree.
Danny chose to play second base for Indiana University while earning his education degree with a minor in business. He also joined Sigma Chi fraternity, where he created relationships that would last a lifetime.
It molded me to become more comfortable in meeting people, and the interest it created in me in helping people, which has stuck with me the rest of my life.
After graduation, with a Brooklyn Dodgers contract in hand, Danny put his dreams on hold to serve as a naval officer in World War II. Discharged in 1946, the Dodgers invited Danny back for tryouts.
If you want to know the truth, it is the truth. And I found out that Jackie Robinson was recruited to play second base for the Dodgers, like I was recruited to play second base. That is when I decided that now it's time to change careers.
Danny instead accepted a job with the IU Alumni Association. During his time in Bloomington, Danny got reacquainted with a girl he had met in college, Patty Peterson.
From then on, it was a whirlwind romance. It took us no longer than 9 months, and we were married.
Danny loved his job at IU, but needed to do something where he could better provide for a family. He had 3 offers and chose Newcastle Products. Later renamed Modern Fold, the company manufactured room dividers, a relatively new product at the time. It was the biggest gamble, but offered Danny the best opportunity to lead, grow, and shape both his and the company's future.
There again, another decision that I made that ended up being the right one, because I stayed with the company 28 years. I took a company from scratch. I built a national organization and was able to ultimately sell it. We did immensely well.
As their youngest daughter was preparing to leave for IU, Danny left Modern Fold so he could avoid travel and spend more time with Patty. When Patty's father found out, he immediately asked for his assistance.
And so my father said to him, Danny, would you come to City Securities and help develop and build what we have started from all those years back?
He said, you have such wide acquaintances in this state. You can help us get new customers, find leadership, maybe improve our strategic planning process because of your experience.
At 94, Danny still makes several trips a week to Indianapolis as City's vice chairman of the board. Danny's success in business is only part of the story. He has spent his lifetime giving generously of his time, talent, and treasure, most significantly with his alma mater and his hometown of Newcastle.
I felt deeply obligated to pay back to the university what they had done for me.
Beginning in 1959, Danny spent 21 years on the Board of Trustees, including 11 as chairman. He has also been a member of the IU Foundation Board since 1967.
I've never seen anybody who surpasses Danny in terms of his commitment. He brings to the table knowledge, awareness, a sensitivity to what the need is, and an enthusiasm to make it come to reality, whatever the project is.
Danny has been responsible for raising hundreds of millions of dollars for IU and is doing the same for Riley Children's Foundation.
We'll raise $25 million this year. We completed a $201 million capital campaign for the Simon Family Tower for Riley Hospital. And Danny has been at the core of all of that.
Danny really has been one of the truly great servants of Indiana University over his very lengthy involvement in the university. It's something that I think we should take enormous pride in at the university.
In addition to serving national organizations like Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Danny and Patty were instrumental in countless efforts to improve the quality of life in Henry County, from spearheading a campaign to build a new aquatic center in Baker Park, to filling a need for a local college presence with the Danielson Center.
Danny and Patty put up a challenge to the community, a dollar-for-dollar match, and wound up raising $500,000 with their own $500,000 contribution to build this facility.
Across town, Danny didn't just raise money for a new YMCA facility, he helped establish a scholarship fund.
He wanted to make sure every child got a chance to come to the Y.
Danny was especially proud when Newcastle was selected over several other cities as the home for the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame.
He's still in our executive committee. When he speaks, everyone else in our organization listens.
Danny had a way of inspiring others as well.
There was no way you could say no. It didn't matter how busy we were because he led by example. His handprint is all over this community.
He and dear Patty, whom we lost just recently, have been true leaders in Newcastle. And Danny has proved to be what I call a friend. I mean, a real friend.
The fact that he's always on the go is a perfect fit for the nickname his first great-grandchild gave him.
Go Pa, which we all thought was perfect because he's so full of energy, and that has stuck. He is now Go Pa to all of these great-grandchildren.
Danny Danielson is a man who demonstrates that you don't have to make a choice between character and success.
The commitment this man has to his faith and how strong it is and how it forms, shapes, guides everything that he is. I think the Lord would be very happy with this man we're honoring tonight.